This is James Maloney from the Farmers Journal. I'm here with Michael Gillen from Case IH in Ireland. Michael is here with us on the Farmers Journal test drive of the Case Optum 300. Michael, can you give us a little bit of a background on this tractor, where it came about and the kind of market it's going to fit into?
So the Optum range of tractors is made up of two models, the 270 and the 300. The Optum fits in between the long wheelbase Puma, which basically the top of the range model is the 240, and fits in between the Magnum product range in Europe. So the Magnum range starts at 250, but predominantly most of the Magnum models sold in the UK and Ireland would be starting at the 290 model.
Just for the lads, how shorter on the wheelbase is the Optum versus the Magnum?
So there's a difference of about 200 millimeters between the Magnum and the Optum in terms of overall wheelbase between the two ranges. And
if we're looking at the very popular Puma model, how does the Optum compare on kind of dimensions wise?
Yeah, so you're looking at another 150 or 200 millimeters difference between them.
Now, if we look at the control panels here on it, Michael, it looks very, very similar to the other cases that I've been in. Is this a kind of a theme among all the models?
Yeah, so it's to have a consistent operator or interface irrespective of the model size across the range. So we have consistent logic ranging from what is now our Maximum 115 today right up to our Quadtrac 620, which is the largest agricultural tractor available on the market, which is just short of 700 horsepower. So in terms of the control layout, what you're looking at currently at the moment is what's known as the multi-controller armrest. The multi-controller armrest is made up of three distinct areas. So the first area would be the multifunctional propulsion lever, and that multi-controller propulsion lever has a number of the key operator functions.
So really and truly, like, that's as much I've everything here from speed, lift, spool remotes, forward, reverse.
Yeah, and the adjustment of the cruise control speeds as well. So we've raised and lower of the linkage also, and we have one hydraulic remote as well. As you made reference to already, we have the incremental speed adjuster here, and if you were programming your headland management system, you can also toggle between your headland management on with using this button here. In addition, we also have further functionality which is facilitated through the shift button, which is located at the back of the multifunctional handle, which allows, for argument's sake, or facilitates the front hitch management to work. So in other words, you can press the fast raise and lower buttons for the rear linkage and simultaneously press the multi or the
so we're working a front more or a forward press or anything, we can do it here from here as well.
Yeah. Using the second function button. So we can facilitate
on the same lift buttons up and down.
Exactly, and what it facilitates as well is, for argument's sake, on number one spool valve here, we can also select float by basically holding the second function button and the lower button simultaneously. If we go into the other stages then of the armrest, here we have the actuators for our rear and front remotes. So we can have up to 9 remotes on the Optum and the Puma long wheelbase tractors, so they can be controlled via these 4 actuators here, which will control 4 remotes. We have number 1 remote controlled here, which gives us 5 then for the rear, and we have the possibility of controlling up to 4 remotes on the joystick here via mid-mount valve. So the functionality of the 4 additional remotes is obviously raise and lower. So raise and lower here, left and right then gives us number 2 spool, and then if we hold down a second function button here, then we can operate number 3 and number 4 button on that, so facilitating up to 9 rear remotes. If we're looking at then the second phase of the armrest, then we have what's known as the intuitive control panel. The intuitive control panel then is outlining with the silhouette of the tractor. So our whole function, or our whole philosophy as Case IH is to keep the operation very simple. So the controls on the right, if we start from right to left, so the ones on the right are the yellow knobs here are for our rear PTO, and we also have the control of the front PTO. With the PTO design, we have the possibility of a 4-speed PTO on the rear of the Optum and the Puma long wheelbase tractor. In addition as well, we have the facility to have an auto 1000, and a 1000 economy as well as a 1000 standard on the front PTO. If we move further then to the left, The larger potentiometer here is our position control dial for the rear linkage, and then the smaller one is our draft position control intermix. We also have further controls here for the raising and lower of the linkage. These will be to operate simultaneously with the fender controls and will be used if you're hooking up to an implement from inside the cab. Then if we get more closer into the center of the intuitive control panel, we have our auto PTO engagement, which is our yellow button here, and underneath that then we have the adjustment of the slip control. The two red ones then next to that are for the selection of the differential lock in continuous or automatic. And then if we move forward and further to the left, we have the facility of the four-wheel drive and
Brilliant.
diff lock.
Brilliant, Michael. I can see the B pillar post is the same since this has been kept on. No dash in the middle for obvious reasons for the view.
Yeah, and where I think that provides significant advantage to operators, especially in field, but most of all in road transport applications, because it means that you can keep an eye on critical functionality of the tractor at a glance of an eye. So you're not, in the case of looking at some competitor tractors, trying to look at temperature level and engine RPM or fuel level through the spoke of a steering wheel when driving 50k on the road. So it can be used as a safety enhancement as well.